at you with a newly critical eye.
I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Nikotaka. As you can see, I stayed.
What kind of incident?
A handful of my fellow students got up to a bit of mischief that ended with several people dead.
Let me ask you about something else. His gaze lingers on the floor, the cushions, the tables, anywhere but your face. After a moment, he shrugs, offering no further explanation.
Till later, then.
Till later. That is a very tiring way to talk, guys. My arms hurt. It's really not ideal. Analyst. A young woman reclines on the cushions, a hookah hose held delicately in one hand. Eyes closed, she sings to herself. Her voice is soft and inviting. She doesn't move when she hears you approach, but slowly opens her eyes with a lazy smile.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet, Skilber.
Yes. I want to lay my head on your breast. Absolutely. How much of your time?
100 copper pans, a reasonable fee to experience the sublime words of Adir's greatest poets, don't you think?
I 1000% agree.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work. Do you know Skilber? She wrote in the time before Adir's marriage to Kulkin, when the kingdom was fire bright and yearning for a purpose. Now, listen.
An exquisite poet. This shall be a rare treat.
Seraphine's eyes close as he nods along. Thoughtfully, Jody rubs a knuckle on the edge of her jaw.
Ship at dawn, its face pressed to the sea's slick lips. My sister and you, a sailor died in lantern light. The wind, my brother's fingers pulling at your hair. His breath hot and boastful, promising. I, a horizon whose borders your thumb has not traced in years. You, slack-jawed and groaning, your chin in the hard grip of longing, led stumbling through the waves. A pleasant diversion, yeah?
Ahoy, Captain. If I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard.
A third hand in his belly and one eel out, he bows deeply, drooping ear almost touching the ground.
You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person, neither. It'd be a welcome change from the gentleman of leisure.
All done, guys. Tell me about the gentleman of leisure.
The gentleman is only the finest ship among the Principe, and Captain Ferrante our most respected shipmaster. It were 2 honors and a half to be chosen to join his crew.
I detect the but in there.
Aye, you ain't wrong. Joining the gentleman meant leaving the sorcerer, leaving the only family I've ever known.
Family.
I never knew no kin till the sorcerer. They be my salt family. And to me, that'd be better far than blood.
Why were you willing to leave crew to join mine?
Don't sell yourself a Suole short, Cap, nor me neither. I know an opportunity when I bought it.
He chuckles.
I'd seen what there were to be seen upon the gentlemen, learn what ropes were to be learned. Methinks a watcher after a dead god'll thrust me into an whole new set of eye openings.
Shuddy lifts her chin in interest.
And believe you me, I do appreciate myself a good thrust.
Oh my.
You're welcome.
I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found a perfect hiding spot.
So where'd you hide it? I'm not sure I want to know.
I know were I to tell you that, you mightn't want it no more.
Seraphin gives an innocent whistle while scratching his ass as subtly as one could scratch it.
Just a jest, Cap. Nay, I tucked it away in my beard. Didn't wear braids back then, so my hair caught about everything from feathers to fish bones. Malnage shook me down for plunder after each raid. I figured out she wouldn't go nowhere near my beard. Said my face were like a saw rip fetish.
Oh, that's good. Why did Malnage treat you so badly?
Don't rightly know for sure, Cap. Thought at first she wanted me. Lasses be that way sometimes, treating you worse the more they fancy you. Given she tried to get me killed twice within our first fortnight together, I thought mayhap she were in deepest love.
He chuckles quietly. Were you attracted to Malnage?
Didn't fancy her in the least. But a man has needs. And I figured at the time that she were as wet as any other lass. Figured I'd give her a whisper about what we might get down to in the old. Her answer were an unequivocal no, made with a sharpness. Might have been the closest I've ever been to death.
He winces and rubs his throat. Thank you for the gift, Seraphin.
You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
Seraphin salutes, grinning proudly, and turns away. A cipher shackle. Wait, what? It's a neck. The woman recently wore this shackle came from an enigmatic tribe of pale elves. Little is known about her people, save that at some point her village was sacked by roving slavers and she was taken to the Deadfire. Aboard the slave ship, she was compliant but silent. Her captors were horrified to discover the woman's mouth had been wired shut, presumably as a child. Then she touched their minds. He travels southward. Watch the sky. Uneased, the slavers fettered the woman's neck with an iron shackle they reserved for captured ciphers and did their best to ignore her. When the ship arrived in the Deadfire, the slavers dropped anchor with several illicit merchant vessels to offload their kith cargo. When the woman was called to the auction block, she spoke to her imprisoner's mind, despite the binding collar. Eothas nears. He will end it. Then she vanished. All that remains were the shackles. That's freaky. Okay, save that. Oh, look at that. What a charm belt. Does he have a belt? Yes, he does. So equip that one. You equip that one. Now you walk faster and you have even more survival. Great.
What do you need?
There's a key for every lock.
A light's foot and an heavy bullet.
My mechanic skill is too low. Ah, that
Hey there.
sucks. You know, or you just steal the Can I? Okay, I want to. Oh no,
Rank
okay. I'm
thievery!
seeing.
Really? Get out! You are.
I got caught. Shit. What about you go away, bro? I want you to walk away, man.
You need my help? Can do.
A fire godlike woman polishes a pair of stocks, standing to them with the fondness of a mother for a favorite child. The room is dim, illuminated only by the glow of her steel-forged skin. Her eyes burn with the light of Magran's fire. When she hears you enter, she shoots you a look of utter contempt.
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget.
Tell me about yourself.
I must assume the question beneath your question is how a fire godlike came to find herself in a place such as this.
She leans back against the wall of chains. They clank and rattle when she smiles at the sound.
Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been forced to find it for myself. Now I teach it to others. To live in a world as a thinking, feeling creature, it is difficult. It demands strength. But we cannot always be strong. I help those who have lost their strength to find it again.
She wraps a chain around her arm and tugs. The steel links glow red with a forged fire when they touch her skin. Oh, I just realized. Oh, that's what kind of place this is. Oh.
I must assume the but we cannot always be.
That's right.
You are a glutton for punishment, I see.
Oh my.
I will give you an experience you 300 copper. I know it's a bit
300?
more than most, but my service is like nothing you will find anywhere else in Nekataka.
Save.
You are. I will give. Very well. Remove your clothing and shut the door.
She runs a hand along her freshly polished stalks while she waits for you to comply with her orders.
You may leave.
Oh.
Real quiet now.
Dexterity, might, and resolve. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. That was actually pretty lame. Yeah, let's wait until the other lady leaves the room so we can steal what she has. I don't even know what's in there. Probably nothing of interest, but who knows,
Hey there.
honestly.
I see where you're going.
Oh, come on!
Eagle eyes.
Leave, lady.
Oh, I would if I... We must... I'm not sure I know how...
Does that enter, or... yeah.
You need my
I think the
help?
only way to have her
All in
move
this
away is to have her, like, spend the money again.
More than my eyes, be it.
Which, honestly, at this point, I don't even know. Let's save. Let's go if it's worth it. Let's see if it's worth it to
Hey
try
there.
and wait until she moves.
You can trust me.
Rank thievery! Really? Rank thievery! Rank thievery!
What do you need?
Uh-huh.
You didn't mean to do...
Godendai, this afternoon I walked the streets of Nikitaka and felt an unusual spring in my step. I cannot be sure if it's the fine weather or the archipelago or my great distance from the Deerwood and the blasted Goose and Fox Inn that has gifted me this buoyancy of spirit, but I'm grateful nonetheless. Yeah, let's not. Let's not. It would be interesting to get that journal. Maybe it's parts of quest or something, but Let's not do it.
I see where you need my help.
Oh, they take turns going dancing. So she might leave the place to go dancing instead of Rabuna. Or maybe it's Rabuna now, and then later it's going to be Ymir. And this is Ymir's room. Nope.
I'll see what I can
This
find.
is somebody else entirely. A burly dwarven man hums a jaunty tune to himself as he fastidiously organizes his collection of scented oils. When he hears you enter the room, he greets you with a smile and a humongous outstretched hand. His grip is strong and sure.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins?
He slaps his knee with a bark of laughter.
Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time.
He wipes a tear from his eye, still chuckling.
Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
How'd you end up here?
Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling.
He crosses his thick arms over his chest. A slight blush spreads across his cheek. Indulge me.
Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Ha! Not meant for delicate work.
He turns his hand palm up for you to inspect, but just one is easily large enough to cover your entire face.
Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in Amawa and death godlike.
He nods to himself. You seem bored here.
I guess I can't hide my feelings as well as I thought I could.
He gives you a nervous chuckle and scratches at his beard.
The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean?
What's life without excitement?
Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man leap from the nearest window.
He nods vigorously. You could come with me.
Where to?
He raises an inquisitive brow, his large hands previously dancing with restless energy still. You know that 700-foot statue made of Adra? I'm going after it.
No kidding.
He's just like, no shit! Then I'm in! It nearly drops a bottle of massage oil in its excitement.
I like to see something like that for myself.
He sighs, a wistful edge in his voice.
Do you think I could come with you? Just for a bit.
Sure, man. Grab your things.
Hell, you don't have to tell me twice.
Oh, look at that. We have a chanter.
Hey
We don't
there.
have any of these. Interesting. This is the first one we
All
get.
in this
Real quiet now.
Okay, tell me she's going and dancing now. Who's dancing now? Who's the next one dancing? Tell me it's not him. Hey, Creative, what's up, dude? How you doing? Come on, go dancing. No, not you! Oh, he's done. Who's next? Doing great, man. Doing great, man. Super great. Come on, go dancing. What the hell? Go, shoo. Leave your room, damn it.
I'm with you. Can do.
Nobody dances? Come on, I don't want to kill you. I might have to, though. How come no one goes dancing? Somebody must go. Oh, it's her that goes. Damn it!
I would if I could.
What do you mean you would if you could? Just close the door.
We must. I'm not sure I know how. There's always a way. You mean like this?
Oh, my dog? My dog opens the doors?
I'll handle it for you.
Fuck it.
What did they do to you? I'll do what I can.
Let's read that book. No, that wasn't this one. Wait, is it a quest item? Oh, it is! Okay, let's read it completely. This afternoon I walked the street of Nikitaka and felt an unusual spring in my step. I cannot be sure if it is the fine weather or of the archipelago or my great distance from the Deerwood and the blasted goose and fox inn that has gifted me this buoyancy of spirit, but I am grateful nonetheless. I've seen no sign of the girl, Elia be praised. God's willing, I've slipped her net at last. McWindsdag. I guess these are days. Godendag and then McWindsdag. The shadows are strange here, seeming to move of their own accord. As I passed from Queensberth to Perikey's Overlook this morning, I could have sworn I saw one turn to face me, then another. I fled the area as quickly as I could, and as far as I can tell, I was not followed. I have many enemies, as any man of a roguish, adventurous mien should, though none have cause to search for me here. I know these shadows must be but a trick of the mind, but still I am uneasy. The next entry is written in shaky, wild hand, clearly penned in great haste. Rittling's Dag. As I put me down to bed this evening, I heard a faint whispering beneath my window. I always leave it open to better catch the breeze, and thanks be to Elia for it, or I might have been none the wiser. However, when I went to investigate, no one was there, and yet I know I heard voices. I may be old, perhaps even paranoid, but I am not crazy. I must leave this place with all haste. Gods protect me in my flight. On the next and final page of the journal is the symbol of Vodika, a broken crown, scrawled in a deep red ink. Okay, so probably lead and key stuff.
You need my help? There are many things that move through fire, and find them.
See, nothing happened there, guys. Move along. Nobody got killed in there.
Keep it down.
I swear. If somebody got killed, it wasn't me. There was a very, it's small breeze, just like rolled in, gently caressed her face, and then she kind of exploded in gore and stuff, and she lost, and then she, she didn't have any clothes anymore, and all her belongings were stolen. By the wind. By the wind.
Do you enjoy a coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
No trouble at all.
There's two people here.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
A valiant shouts over the din of the wild mare to get your attention, turning a great many heads to study your exchange. He takes a hearty swig of his tankard. Wink. I'll bet you say that to all of your clients.
Que? No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
Leaning in close, he sips from the tankard and loudly sucks moistures from his upper lip. Who's asking?
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for
He clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment. The tankard slips in his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He gawks down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly.
Give him ale. Here, you need this more than I do.
Agrasima. Do you know what my problem is, Amica?
He accepts the tankard and drinks deeply.
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them.
He stamps his feet, kicking up a spree of spilled ale.
No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak?
What bounties do you have?
You will take the job? You will take the job.
He grips you by the shoulders and smiles, tears springing to the corners of his eyes. Oh no, it's so cute!
Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then.
He drains the tankard and tucks it under his arms to retrieve his sheaf of notes.
I will start you on Meriel, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will. My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island.
She joins the goddess of death in the beyond.
My first bounty to pay off. An exciting day for us both.
Eh?
Maybe it's not much, but as I make more deals, more pyres will be available, Ak?
Sure, what else?
I finally managed to land the rights to a bounty of value. You may not like it. There is a thirsty drake who roosts near an oasis northeast of Mage Island. An important site for refilling canteens. The local tribes call him Purakeo, after a sea dragon of legend. Even so, they have no love for this water thief.
Here's your thirsty drake.
To think that such a magnificent creature could also be a water-hoarding pest. Dragons are a complicated bunch.
He hefts the head and looks deeply into its eyes before passing you payment.
Agrasima, my friend. You will let me know if you are interested in more work, Ak? A marauder gang boss called Nomu broke free of custody along with the rest of his plunder buddies. It is said they wasted no time getting up to their old tricks.
Nomu slipped a noose again. That half-mastered bastard be three ways mad and twice that a killer. Eoya'd be better off shot of him.
You seem familiar, friend.
A buckcoat shuffles through his notes before shrugging and giving up.
Prison is too kind for a pirate. So there is a bounty on Nomu's head. He and his ilk fled to the wilderness north of Neketaka.
I return with his head.
Oh? Nice and quiet.
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
Okay, bro. Sure. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, sure, man. Walk out. Damn it!
Done and done.
I'll see what I can find.
What for, Cap?
Can do.
What about you, let me go in the back room, lady?
We can do.